Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On play action, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Prescott. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Prescott on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages. And even...
Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Prescott down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And he wisely will throw that one away. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Prescott to throw it.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jake Ferguson.
27 yards.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On first down, Rodgers.
And Lazard's got it again. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. Flush to his right.
Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on the crossing route.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Rodgers now to throw.
Finds his receiver, Watson.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Rodgers going to go on 4th down.
And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Prescott forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
Prescott throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. And that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Caught by Cobb.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Rodgers again now.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They can certainly...
He's got a man, complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. First down, Prescott. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you meant to the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crosses my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. A short kick taken at the 18.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
On play action, it's Rodgers.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Jones. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Prescott to throw this time. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Prescott off play action. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Prescott to throw it. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. This one swung out here to Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Now it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. He's got Tonyan complete over the middle. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Crosby connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Here's Pollard again. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. Now Prescott.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
And some room to roam now.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On play action, Prescott rolling to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Elliott trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on second and goal. He's going to get it again, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
Now Prescott
steps away to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Rodgers throwing here. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On third down, here's Jones. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another up. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today we've got a good NFC AFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Dak going to start out going to the air.
His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Prescott down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 24, Prescott being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Play action now, Prescott.
He'll find Lamb, that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now a give here to Pollard. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is going to be Packer football.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers. Guys who can make big plays, interceptions, not get free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. But in tapping those toes, he tried to get both inbounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet Not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
That'll be complete to Allen Lazard.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And again, it's Rodgers.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers. Got a man. That's Lazard. Touchdown, Packers. Allen Lazard, 33 yards.
And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones,
an 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. On 1st and 10, Prescott forced out to his left.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
In motion comes the tight end left. And again, it's Prescott. Dancing to his left. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott.
This pass complete to Pollard on the out route.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Buying time to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Steps away to his left. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Dante Fowler in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Rodgers finds Lazard quickly on the slant. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Now it's Rodgers. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Prescott from the gun. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott got his man there complete to Gallup. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. Marr able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cobb.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They'll run left with Pollard. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Prescott to throw on fourth. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dalton Schultz, 33 yards. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On play action, Rodgers. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. Here's Rodgers. That's taken in by Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Rodgers to throw once more. And this one too low.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. To throw is Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott being chased out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Rodgers now to throw.
This one swung out here to Jones.
Touchdown! Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Packers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Rodgers will throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th-quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletion sets. Prescott yet again. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete right around the 8. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Jones looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. They tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers punching it in from a yard away as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Crosby with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the goal line.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott eluding the pressure right. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Dancing to his left.
Out toward the sideline and completing it to Pollard.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Fourth down, Prescott. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Buying time to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Prescott, they're going to throw for it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as a stop with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. To try again after the sack, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Prescott. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now Prescott on fourth down. That is caught by Lamb. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a
He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Rodgers throwing here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise the bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
First off, let me talk my... Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my... It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it, treat it like a law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm the... I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Try to sink my ship like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that the is built like a Maserati, yoga folding like origami? What? I walk the walk. I talk the talk. I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare. Now I made a deposit, my closet's looking super rare. Drove it really far. Crazy how did just happen, wishing on a star. It's a celebration, I ain't talking Mardi Gras. With a little patience, you'll be eating Budokan. What you want? What you want? Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if it getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that.